Hey guys, this is Super Striker 642 here on Edwin. I'm back with another review for Godzillathon. Yeah, I've been gone for a while, but it's just I've been busy with a lot of school stuff. But good news, summer is almost coming for me, so I might have time to make more videos of this. Or you guys don't want to see my videos, but I'll just continue making more videos because I want to. But anyway, today we're gonna look at Godzilla versus Mothra, the first appearance of Mothra in the Godzilla series, and taking place after Godzilla vs. Kong, which is basically that movie ended in a tie. And also I made a new intro for Godzillathon because I saw King of the Monsters and it was so good. That I'm making a review of that when I get it on DVD. All right. But anyway, let's get into the review. Okay, so Mothra had her own film, Mothra, back then before this movie was made. After her debut in her own film, according to the plot, she basically the guardian of Earth. Well, in her own film, she was first the enemy, but now became Earth's protector. Now, she lays an egg, but actually gets sent into a typhoon, and now it gets dragged to the ocean, and then it appears on land where humans see it, and one jerk decides to buy it off and use it for his company.
I bought this egg. It belongs to our company now.
You bought it?
Isn't it more essential that scientists see it than the public?
For an essential charge, I'll show it to them.
Later on, Godzilla makes an appearance, still rising up from the ground.
Godzilla!
I don't know how he ended up down there if he and Kong fell in the ocean. But anyway, Godzilla acts in this film shows how OP Godzilla is. They use tanks, missiles, planes, and even a giant net, but that doesn't work well. But Godzilla kind of acts clumsy in this film. Because remember, in the suit, the actor's head is in the neck, which basically, but there was that one stunt where the head of Godzilla caught on fire. Luckily, the actor was not injured. He was A-okay. And now the fight for this. Now Mothra is actually a pretty good opponent for Godzilla. She flaps her wings around and makes kind of wind. That is her wind power, and that kind of blows Godzilla's back. Godzilla manages to take her down, but her egg hatches doing two baby Mothras, which later on in the series, in Mothra series, that whenever Mothra and her adult form is damaged, her babies come in and fight for her. Now, wouldn't that be surprising? Your children fighting for you. But actually, it's a pretty fair fight because Mothra's babies actually managed to take down Godzilla by shooting like a spider shooting a web at him. After they got him all tied up and he falls down in the ocean. Basically, that's how all the movie goes. But I really do like this film, and I do recommend people watching it. Anyway, let's head on to the next Godzilla film. Yes, it's a two review like I did with the previous episode. Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Or the original was pronounced ghidrah, but then later turned to Ghidorah. Now this film is the first time we get introduced to Godzilla's greatest enemies of all time that appeared in the 2019 movie, and first time showing Godzilla as a hero now. Now what can I say about this film? It is amazing. There are some downers here and there, but in the end it is a pretty good film because what's not better than see 4 monsters instead of 2 this time. Alright, last time where we left off, after Mothra defeated Godzilla went to disappearing again in the ocean thanks to those two Mothra larvas. And then later on in this film, a strange meteorite crashes down to Earth, and some scientists came over there and tried to go investigate, learned a few things about it, like how it's some kind of giant magnet because their pickaxes and rocks are getting pulled into it. Another thing is that there's this princess who's involved in this film who gets mind controlled by some aliens that we'll find out later in the film, and basically they use her to speak to the people of Earth about these giant monsters that's coming to destroy them. But the downside is there's an assassin after her, so yeah, aliens can be stupid sometimes. But anyway, we're here to talk about the monsters, not this situation, although it makes it out good in the end. But anyway, the first monster to show up was of course Rodan. He had his own film back in, but this is the first time he's getting paired up with Godzilla. Now, according to the film, Godzilla and Rodan really don't get along with each other, basically because since Rodan and Godzilla are ancient monsters, they must have a rivalry in time before humans. Later on, when they couldn't cooperate, the twin fairies from the last film called upon Mothra, apparently the baby one, since the other twin's supposed to be dead. Yep. Anyway, after they call him up and he comes along, it makes a pretty good scene because he shoots webs at Godzilla first that makes Rodan laugh, but then later he shoots webs at Rodan that causes Godzilla to laugh hysterically. But since they were trying to have a little monster talk, but then Godzilla and Rodan couldn't cooperate, so Mothra wants to handle Ghidorah on his own. And one I forgot to mention, but Ghidorah's intro is actually super cool.
What is it? It's taking some kind of form.
Yep, that's what I call an intro. Anyway, let's have a look at Ghidorah. Well, I do love the design. He has 3 heads, 2 tails. He's golden. Yeah, he's golden, and most of the time his powers involve lightning. Anyway, Mothra goes to fight Ghidorah by himself, but all of a sudden Ghidorah beats his ass. Yep, Mothra gets flunked because it's a baby. But then Godzilla and Rodan decide to go help her on, and it's actually a pretty good fight. But it's actually the first time. It's where the Royal Monster Rumble started, and after they manage to defeat him, Ghidorah escapes. But that's not his last appearance because he is gonna appear in more films. Well, I guess that's mostly the review for this film, but don't worry. Next film, Ghidorah's coming back. He always comes back. But anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next episode of one of my other videos, or maybe another episode of Godzillathon. Bye.